went to Romania and spent most of our time in Bucharest. I brought my Zenit with a 35mm Super Revuenon lens and shot a roll of Ilford XP2 and Lomo Metropolis. I also brought my Fujifilm X-E2 with a 23mm TT Artisan's lens.
3 a.m. at the airport. Here we go.
Our first flight left around 5 a.m., so we got to the airport plenty early. Didn't actually sleep the night before either, so we were very, very tired. As the sun was rising in Tallinn, we boarded our flight to Warsaw. Like I said, very tired. Our layover in Warsaw was a couple of hours, so we made the most of it.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I'm sleepy.
I want a beer. Come on, it's f***ing 7.
Hey, when you're in an airport, it doesn't matter.
Smile.
I taking a photo?
No.
Oh, video? I want to take a photo of you.
Very tired.
We headed through the border control to the non-Schengen gates, only to discover that our flight was delayed. After a last-minute gate change, we relocated and soon were boarding our flight to Romania. This time, Maria got some sleep. Upon arrival, we went through the airport and then got a taxi into the city. When we reached our hotel, we were ready for a nap. So that's what we did.
Did not even try it.
After our nap, we headed out in search of some food for dinner and to explore a bit and to familiarize ourselves with the area. Walking under this row of pigeons was always a gamble, if you know what I mean. And let's just say I didn't always win. Then, we found a restaurant and had some dinner.
That's a big ass TV. Little pump. We're not leaving. This little pump's gonna be here. You're tired?
After eating, more exploring, and we realized that the old town was literally just a couple blocks away from where we chose to eat. It was Saturday night, so the streets were very lively. And then, the first cats.
Kitty cat. There's 2 kitty cats.
I know. Are they friendly, I wonder?
We started heading back, but decided to take a different route to see new things, different things. Mario was a bit jumpy. More cats. Also, Bucharest seems to get all of the best musical acts. And with one final photo, we ended our first day in Romania. Our second day would be all about exploring various places we had read about, but with no set plans. Just more wandering.
I hope they won't think that I'm like some fucking military person.
I don't think they
just
will,
say,
love.
please look, kids. Sorry, kids.
It quickly got too hot for overshirts.
Our path eventually led into familiar territory, so we headed into the old town. The contrast between a Sunday morning and a Saturday night was quite stark. Finally, I decided to shoot some film. This is one of the places that we had wanted to see. It's kind of a glass-covered, cafe-lined street called the Pasajul Maca Villecrosse, maybe, or the Maca Villecrosse Passage. But when we exited, we realized that we were close to another goal of ours. The CEC Palace, which was the headquarters for Romania's oldest bank, and a super cool looking building. There was also a small church right across the street from it. The next stop from our list was a bookstore called the Cărturești Carousel. It was a really cool bookstore with multiple levels, and there was also a small gallery exhibit on the very top, which was very cool. The store also had a limited edition vinyl album from one of Maria's favorite bands. Anyways, we bought some books and headed to get some beer. and we made it to shelter just in time.
It said thunderstorms last night when I checked the weather forecast.
The soft rain turned into a downpour. After finishing our beer, we walked back to the hotel, taking photos as we went. We had a short rest before heading out for more.
It's a little windy.
Our first stop was back at the bookstore because there was one more thing that I had to buy.
What?
Oh my god. I love it. Thank you so much. That looks like something Count Dracula was doing.
Yeah?
As we turned a corner, we saw it. The Ion Minsu University of Architecture and Urbanism. This was an unexpected bonus on the way to our next goal, which was the Passeul Victoriei, which is a passage with colorful umbrellas hanging above. And trust me, the fact that I had black and white film in my camera for this spot is not lost on me. We continued walking for a bit until I noticed that we were nearing some other places of interest.
That's a dead pigeon.
A dinner.
This is Revolution Square.
Yes.
So where are we?
That's the question.
Home?
No. Home would be the other way. We're still walking away from home. Home is
God, that's
Home is this way. Home is.
Of course.
We were heading towards the Romanian Athenaeum, but I let that be a surprise.
Almost feels like we're in a big city.
The population of Bucharest is close to 1.8 million people.
Check out this fucking street sign.
Oh. Who's that?
I don't know.
That was the last frame of the XP2, so I loaded a roll of Metropolis.
Probably f***ed that up, but
Surprisingly, I didn't. Too much. At this point, we just started walking with no more goals for the day, just truly exploring. We found what seemed to be a main road and eventually came across a Starbucks. After caffeinating, we started to head back the way we came. Time for a healthy dinner in Old Town. And then a walk back to our hotel as the sun set. Monday was the day for us to see the Palace of the Parliament. But just outside the hotel, Maria made a new friend.
I'll put it down.
As it was a working day today, the parking situation was a bit different than it was on the weekends.
Oh, I got dripped on.
With all of the AC units, it was bound to happen. On the way to the Palace of the Parliament, we walked through some familiar areas. Eventually reaching unexplored territory. One thing to note is that I did not bring my film camera today because I had read that on the Palace of Parliament tours there's a security check and they have an X-ray machine, and I just didn't want to bother. And then we saw it in all of its glory. But now to find the entrance.
Didn't know about the church.
It wasn't. I had asked that guard about it, and apparently it was on the complete opposite side. But we continued on, eventually knowing that we would circle around to it. Yes.
Don't go.
By the way, this huge church is the People's Salvation Cathedral, aka the National Cathedral.
I don't think so.
Finally, the entrance. After a short wait, our tour began. So this building is the actual functioning parliament building of Romania, but it started off as a project by Romania's former dictator Nicolae Ceausescu. So much marble. After seeing a few government meeting rooms, we made it to a grand double staircase.
It's never gonna be that empty.
So just a couple facts, this building is huge. It is the heaviest building in the world, and it is 3,930,000 square feet, or 365,000 square meters. I'll leave a link in the description to more information because it is a super cool building. And then the highlight of the tour, the balcony. And that was it. We returned to the entrance.
Just got off the tour. How was it?
So nice. Look at the cloud back there.
Clouds are looking all menacing, but yeah, let's hope those don't.
With the clouds and the wind being what they were, we popped into a restaurant for a drink, a rest, and a snack. Then we walked down the main street coming off of the palace.
My camera, it shows. Like I have to get into that. Showed me that this is the best shot, but it looked totally like these things.
illegal, you're going to be fined.
How innocent and illegal?
We found a store, got some drinks, and started heading back. After some rest at the hotel, it was time to head out for some dinner. After enjoying the lovely accordion during our meal, we headed back to our hotel and I snapped one final photo for the day. Tuesday was the day to knock out the rest of our goals, and that meant riding the metro. This machine wasn't working for whatever reason, but a nice station attendant showed us another way to purchase tickets, and we were off. When we arrived, we just kind of followed the crowd out. But we ended up on the wrong side, so we had to go back down and then back up. And before long, we could see it, the Arcul de Triumf, or the Arch of Triumph. Initially, it was built in wood after Romania's independence in 1878. It was redone in concrete and plaster after World War I in 1922. and then this was replaced with the current stone version in 1935. To get to our next stop, it was straight down the main road leading from the arch. And there it was, the Free Press House building. But before we headed to it, I got distracted by some art piece in a park. But back to the Free Press House building. Directly across from the building is a monument to the anti-communist fight entitled Wings. We moved in to get a closer look. Then around to the side where we saw a statue in an area of grass. It is Abai, the great Kazakh poet.
What's wrong with the grass? Dry grass?
Dead.
Romania, a bit like California when it comes to the
But
grass.
some places have the sprinklers.
Not all places, I guess.
Hard Rock Hallelujah.
Why?
We're going to a Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, okay.
We have some lunch at the Hard Rock and look around a bit before heading into the nearby park.
God damn it. Look at that tree.
Oh, god damn it. That's our inside joke now.
Yeah.
Look at that tree. Damn it. From what I could see on the map, they actually have many trucks.
Yeah, and they're big.
Yeah.
Isn't that Prometheus?
Oh my god, yes.
It's a turkey.
And then a monument to the King of Pop.
I'm gonna pull my glasses off for that one. Oh shit, that's...
And a Japanese garden. This empty plinth just looked cool.
I'm dying.
Tired? Hot?
I'm tired and my feetsies are like... I could feel like... Bub, bub, bub.
It was a long day already, so we started heading back.
Oh, very interesting.
What?
Go and look at the plate.
Oh. Well, I guess we're for sure who it is.
After the Charles de Gaulle statue, it was back into the metro to get back to our hotel. After a break, we headed out for some beer.
Oh, the street lights. It's time to go home. Time to go home. Quickly. The vampires are coming and the bullets are starting to fly. Dude, it's time to go.
So we did, but I got a couple of photos on the way. On Wednesday, we decided to take a last-minute trip to Constanţa, which is a beach city on the Black Sea. But that'll be in the next video, so be sure to subscribe if you're interested in that.
Going home.
The coldest Estonian.
Thursday came quicker than we would have liked, but we checked out of our hotel and headed into the old town for some souvenirs and one last meal.
light and truck full.
And then it was time to call a taxi. And get through airport security.
The reasons for airport areas are under video surveillance.
After a beer and some reading, we boarded our flight to Poland. When we landed, we took a bus to get to the terminal. Our flight home got delayed by almost 2 hours. Before landing in Tallinn, we saw some cool noctilucent clouds. And that's it. We landed and went home to sleep. A little bonus section is some street photography, which I haven't really explored much on the channel, but while I was in a big city, I decided to practice some street photography, and here are some of my favorites. And that truly is it. If you've made it this far, thank you. Consider subscribing to the channel and drop a like. Anyways, until next time.